Hello guys, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing amazingly well. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. So guys, I want to apologize. I went MIA on you guys for a while. I've not been able to post any video. I've not done anything. We're trying to get the best equipment to shoot and make sure that our videos are bright and well enough for you to see, rather than just getting a good audio. The video too has to talk for itself too. So guys, let's get down to what we have for you today. The topic we have for you today is the realization of the church media vision. What do I mean about this? This topic actually means one word, and that word is structure. We'll be breaking this video down into 4 parts. The first one is going to be an interview session. The second one is going to be the roles of these personnel. The third one is going to be the system configuration. And the fourth one is going to be training and management. Let me give you an example before I deep dive. Imagine you have all the 11 players on the field running after the ball. There are no defenders, there are no attackers, there are no midfielders. Everybody is just running up and down, left and right. No vision. Bible says my people perish before life for lack of vision. You get? So everybody's just running. There is no responsibility. Like, okay, I'm supposed to be behind. I'm supposed to be attacking. There is always a problem. It will be easier for them to be defeated because they have no fallback and they have no strength in the front because everybody's just everywhere. Same thing with creation. When God created everything, you will not see a tree growing in the sky. You get my point? You will not see the sun coming out from the water. You know, all these things are things that show that God even designed structure. Look at the human biology. We have excretory system, nervous system, digestive system. They all are designed by God because all of them have a certain role they are doing. Everything is structured. Everything has been structured and has been planned. So it's very important that we structure this department because, you know, when I go to most big churches, one thing I'm always observing that is going wrong is always the sound. The church might look very beautiful, amazing, but one thing that I will always see that I'll be like, here we go again, is always sound. And it's because people are not accountable. There's no proper structure. There are some people that are supposed to be put in place to design a structure that will be passed on from every set of workers that come into the church. And all these things are things that I feel that we are supposed to be talking about. We are supposed to be doing it. It's not just designing, it's not planning how the church is going to be running. These departments are the ones that actually make a certain percentage of the evangelic ministry, because you can imagine a pastor talking with 1,000 people. He will not use 5 minutes before his throat dries up, and that will be uncomfortable. So why don't we pay attention to these things that are priorities when you go for all these administrations? There's always loudspeakers properly managed because we understand the purpose of amplification, to reach out. It's the same content, it's the same reason why we do evangelism, to reach out. So why don't we pay attention? Why don't we give this thing strength? Let us have a structure that is going to help you to achieve greatness, so that anybody coming to church will not be complaining that we didn't go here where they say let's go and buy the sermon. There is an anointing at that point, at that particular point. If they don't catch it, it is not their fault. Some people have hair problem, so the sound has to be very good. You know, when you structure your church, everything. Another thing that is very important when you are structuring your church, have a structure for your media team. You have your architecture design, you have your plans of how you're going to run church. Let there be a structure. Even if you can't afford money to buy what you need to buy, or if you know you don't have those people, you don't have that number of people to put them into different departments, sub-departments, you can still have it in ground so that when people come in, they will just fit in, just like you're putting in something and removing it. So, you know, it's going to be quite easy. So, guys, I don't want to talk much about this because this video is just an introduction. It's just exposing you into these things that this thing that I see in most churches, and it's really been a major problem because people don't pay attention to the importance of sound. You know, you can have a bad video, but you can never escape with a bad audio. Once the audio is bad, everything is bad. Nobody cares whether you have a good screen or you have a good ambience. Nobody really cares. Yes, it's part of the efficacy of all these things, but what attracts people? Like, okay, look at my church, Harvest Stars Christian Center. One of our strongest units outside the world is music, and there cannot be any good music without proper management of the sound. That is the strength of most churches, because we are youths. What we love is good music. You want a youth to come from the club to the church and your sound is not good, they will not come. Even if there's word, they will not come, because first of all, there must be an attraction. There must be a pull. When the pull comes, the Holy Spirit will not go and take a drunk person. It is the work of your hand that will bring these people. It is now the Spirit of God that will now enhance the experience and will draw them. So if there's no pull, if there's no magnetic pull, there's nothing that will make them stay. I was consulting for a church, and they called me to come and help them design the sound and everything. And at the end of the day, after going to and fro, they concluded that from a budget of let me give you a budget of maybe a budget of 5 naira. They brought the budget to budget of less than 1 naira. At the end of the day, they said that they are not doing it again. That they want to go and do the fence of their church. And the pastor was telling me he has a vision for the youth. He wants youth to be coming to the church. I said, sir, I don't want to sound so much, but sir, youth are not going to come to your church if there's no good music, if there's no good sound. You might have a good choir, but once the sound is bad, people will not know the value of your choir. If the pastor is preaching and the sound is not reaching the people, the projection of his words are not reaching the people, there is a problem. That means the pastor is only reaching half or maybe 1/4 of the audience. The church is to reach out to people. Evangelism has to do with reaching out. It's just as simple as that. The major thing about this is structure. And in my next video, I'm going to be inviting the HOD of a church unit that I don't want to mention now until you see him. We call him husband material. He's going to be coming on the next video. That is the next video you're going to see. It's going to be an interview session with him. So guys, thank you very much and stay blessed.